Hey, welcome back to Subnautica. It's been a minute. For folks watching this in the future who have not paid attention to the upload dates, this video is basically coming out like half a year after the last one. To make a long story short, I had a family obligation, and then I came home to find that my computer had died and I was being evicted all in the span of like a week. So if my recording setup sounds different, that's because it is. I apologize for any echoes. I'm working on it. Let's go see what this blue tablet does. Do we want to go to the quarantine island for that? Where's the Stargate that leads down? Because I certainly don't want to go the long way. Underwater Stargate, maybe? That might be it. In my half year away from my computer, I did watch a couple of in-depth reviews and criticisms of this game because I was interested. No spoilers, although I don't think there's much left to spoil. We're pretty much at the end of the game as far as I understand. There's not really any more areas to go. But one thing I did note was that the draw distance is abhorrent. It's not just my PC, so that's nice, I guess. Please lead to where I think you're leading. Okay, yes, this is definitely the place, if for no other reason than because I'm getting stuck in everything. Fun. Alright, well, I guess we don't need the prawn suit in here, I hope. Now, for the moment of truth, what were they hiding back here? Other than the end of the game, of course.
The suspense is terrible.
He's gonna go this time.
I hope it'll last.
More water. Did you guys really have to do this? This water is like Gatorade blue and also completely opaque. I don't like how I can't see what's in there. I'm gonna go get the prawn suit. I just had a thought. If there's not a ramp in, there's not a ramp out. Yeah, I might have difficulty getting the prawn suit out of there. Oh well. Whoa.
Are you here to play? Others came here once. They built these walls. They played alone. They bored me. Now they're gone. And instead, we have you. We are curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it as they did.
Detecting unusually passive behavioral patterns in nearby predators. Reason unknown.
Is that the nearby predators, or is it causing the nearby predators? That was not what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, to be perfectly honest. I guess that is what has been talking to us the entire game. Huh. When it said, "Are you here to play?" the first thing that rolled through my head was Jigsaw, even though I've never seen any of the Saw movies. Like, I was expecting this to be the start of a boss fight or something. Apparently not. Okay. I don't know what that is, other than the Speed Force. Peepers? Bladder? Okay, so it's just like any other area, okay? Do I need to mine anything? Because I can do that, I brought that. I'm never getting this prawn suit out of here, am I? Oh well. Those look like eggs. Let's go against my better judgment and look at them up close, like any good xenobiologist. This is anything the Aliens franchise has taught me. Yep. Probably need to get out of the prawn suit, bud. Oh, an ion cube. I just got an achievement. Hello. Do I have an ion cube? I do not. You just had...
Environment scans indicate the water here is rich with a rare, plankton-like life form which depends on the organic detritus produced by the ecosystem around it.
You just have to, like, keep giving me roadblocks that I'm not expecting. That looks like another Stargate, only it's covered in sand. Okay. That peeper has the speed for it. That's the cure. Right? That's what we're here for? Peepers inside the containment facility. Yeah, like, the peepers are somehow getting out, either accidentally or on purpose. And that's why everything inside the crater is not dead. The aquarium arch. Okay. Let's read these. Scans indicate this arch was left inactive when the facility was abandoned. It likely served as an access point to the surface of the planet, much too small for the Emperor to pass through, but would accommodate smaller life forms. Okay, like me. Or like those eggs, I'm assuming. Huh. Okay, do you want anything? Are you just hanging around? I'm probably worried about the man with the drill suit next to the eggs. That's probably a bit of a cause for concern. Can we get out of here easily? Because I need to drill the big ion cube in the facility. Yes, we can. Just barely. Hey, Pranzu, do you want to, like, maybe kneel down like you're supposed to so I could actually access things? There you go. Okay. Storage. Drill arm. Do I change that again? I don't... upgrades. Alright. Swap you out with you. Back in the prawn suit. Okay, we have an ion cube, and we're a bit hungry and thirsty, so let's handle that while we're here. And I'm just gonna leave the prawn suit here, because it's a bit of a hassle, and I don't think we actually need it in there. Oh, there are predators. Passive predator. Okay, that's what they were talking about. I'm glad of that fact, but that's still a little disconcerting. Oh, I can scan this. That probably would have been a good idea. Not like that. The incubator. Yeah, we probably want to know what this does before we power it on. The Emperor specimen's eggs are attached to some sort of incubator. In a normal life cycle, it seems likely that sea emperors would have buried their eggs in shallower waters where different organic materials in the soil would have triggered a hatching response. The incubator suggests the aliens had resorted to developing artificial hatching enzymes which would simulate the egg's natural hatching environment, but were unable to discover the formula. Extensive information on the sea emperors themselves, it may still be possible to fabricate an artificial hatching enzyme using indigenous ingredients. However, the only surviving source of that information may be the sea emperor itself. Well, it's a good thing it can talk, then, because then we could just ask. Did the aliens try asking? Because I don't think they did.
My young need to hatch.
Okay.
To play outside this place.
Right.
We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
Couldn't I just, like, eat a Speed Force peeper and be fine? Isn't that how the cure works? Use another cube. You son of a... Alright, that better be the last ion cube I ever need for this game.
Unlike other alien facilities, scans indicate this location supports a diverse and healthy ecosystem. Explanation unclear at this time.
I think the explanation is right there. Although I know the term keystone species is, I believe, a thing, but I don't think keystone species work like this. This is aliens, though. Oh, right, it's in the vehicle storage. I want to say I'm swimming much slower than I remember, but I think that might just be a trick of the eye with how absolutely massive this room. Oh. So the Sea Emperor is also leaving a trail of that stuff. That's good to know. Are we cured? Oh, have we cured ourselves already? No. Okay. Jesus. Alright, I get the picture. Let's see where this goes. Got more to say?
With the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give the secret willingly.
Okay. What is the secret? Blueprint. Hatching enzymes. Organic
Blueprint acquired.
substance derived from plants found in the Emperor's natural breeding grounds. Designed to trigger hatching response. So we just need a bunch of stuff. Okay. While all other creatures encountered within the facility are isolated within it, peepers appear to be coming and going of their own accord via the alien pipe network. On arrival, peepers are approaching the Sea Emperor. Peepers exhibit a natural affinity for the stomach enzymes being expelled by the Emperor. Peepers which have come to contact with the enzymes are returning to the pipe network. This behavior must be the source of enzyme 42 on 4546b, or the area therefore which supports life. It is likely also responsible for the survival of the Emperor and the other life forms contained within the facility. So why aren't we cured then? Sea Emperor's life cycle. Available biological data has been used to synthesize the effects of the alien bacterium on the Sea Emperor's natural lifestyle. This creature likely lived and moved in small herds around the planet's ocean trenches, coming to the surface to feed off the huge volumes of microorganisms in the shallow waters. Family size would be strictly limited by available food supply. Offspring would likely split off at a young age to form their own herds elsewhere. Given their sparse population, mating and egg-laying was likely infrequent, perhaps a once-in-a-lifetime event. The species likely had a preferred environment for egg-laying. In fact, successful hatching may depend on such conditions. Given the rarity of this event, it is impossible to calculate those conditions precisely. There is no evidence to support the assumption that all members of the species were immune from the alien bacterium. Even if this is so, there is evidence that introduction of the bacterium decimated life on the planet, and this would have had catastrophic effects on the Emperor's food supply and survival rate. Symbiotic relationship between the specimen and other life forms likely developed as a direct result of the bacterial infection. Those life forms which learned to keep the Emperor alive survived with its help. This may explain the vast tracts of lifeless ocean and a rough perimeter around the Emperor's location. I thought that was just more the crater being the way it is. What's the that guy doing?
30 seconds.
Oh. Let's go through here. Okay, we are still underwater. That's not great. That's not great. That's very much not great. I don't think I have an emergency flotation device, because I always forget about those. We might make it.
Oxygen.
Yeah? I can't believe we actually made it. Also, hello, gun. So we are right here. That's a bit of a scary spot to be. I don't think that was there before. That platform was just a blank platform. I guess it just grew out of the ground. Well, if it's right here, then I don't need to leave a thing for it. But I do want to go through here because I don't like this area. I don't like this music. I want to go home. Alright, let's not make the same mistake twice. What else do we need to read? Nothing. Okay, what do we need for this enzyme? Eye stalk, sea crown, fungal sample. So just any fungus? What exactly is a fungal sample? Ghostweed and bulbbush. Okay, I believe I know where some of those are. Probably scanned everything, right? So we've scanned eye stalk, ghostweed, and bulbbush, and I think you can find all three of those in like this spooky zone. Don't know what a sea crown is, and I don't know what the fungal sample is. Like, we've seen plenty of different mushrooms, but none have provided fungal samples. Thinking maybe the big mushrooms that those weird eels live in that one cave zone. Other than that, I have no idea. I'm gonna have a look around in here, because for all we know, some or all of them are just in this area, because there's not just flora, there's not just fauna here, there's flora. Plenty of brain coral, if nothing else. I get the feeling it's incredibly unlikely we'll find any of them in here, though. This feels like a scavenger hunt. It'd be kind of pointless to give away.
The plant life in this area is growing outside its normal conditions. Other life forms fertilizing and pruning the vegetation may be offsetting this environmental deficit.
Okay. Oh, that's a sea crown. I stand corrected. Plant consists primarily of a large bladder-like sac containing a huge variety of bacterial species which may enable it to break down complex compounds it draws from the root system. Shares large sections of genetic code with the membrane tree. Environment scans indicate this plant is rare to the point of extinction. Well, I feel a little bad about that then, but not too bad. At least we didn't kill it. Not seeing any bulb bushes or the spooky ones, which I wasn't expecting the spooky ones, to be honest. Last video, I went back and sort of skimmed the last recording I did, or the edited down version of it, just to get back up to speed with the game. One of the things I was complaining about was how the puzzle and game design was like generic horror game design, where it's, oh, you found a key, use it to open a door, to find another key, to open another door. And that's what the game has been for a little while, honestly. But this is actually like, hey, use your brain and the scanner and like your knowledge of the environment to collect all these different species for a reasonable idea. Like, this is neat. Another sea crown. What are you? A rouge crate. I don't think we need that. I was just about to leave because I didn't see anything else. But no, wait, that's just a gel sack. Is edible? Yeah, not for a lot. I think I could use it. Don't remember what those are used for, though. As theoretically fast as Spider-Maning my way across the map can be, the prawn suit does like to get stuck a lot. So I think I'm gonna switch to the sea moth, is what I would say if I still had a sea moth, but apparently I don't. So I guess we're stuck being Miles Morales. I guess our first stop will be the Mushroom Kingdom. There's not a lot of danger there, and spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen any of my videos before this, the Mushroom Kingdom is full of mushrooms. Okay, this is the wrong Mushroom Kingdom. I thought, where's the spot that's just like a forest full of mushrooms? Ow, 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 ow. You little...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Blood bank is 800 that way. It's not too dangerous. I could have sworn I like marked the other mushroom biome, because that's the underground mushroom biome full of giant snakes. And I'd rather not. Hey, here are some mushrooms. Okay. Are these the right mushrooms? Why do I get the feeling this is what I'm going to be stuck on for like 10 episodes? Come on, this is a tree mushroom. I can see that it says mushroom on it. Yes, yes, okay. Those are fungal samples. Great. Now we need the bulb bush, which are very distinct looking. As is that. What are you, buddy? Is that an egg? Oh, I think it's an egg. Just an egg. Now, one thing to look out for. I do believe the bone zone is where a ghost leviathan likes to live. So let's watch our step, shall we? There's ghost weed. I know we need that. Where are the eye plants? What else do we need? Ghost weed, bulb bush, ice sticks. Okay, well, we can get one of these at least. We've been in this biome before, and more importantly, does it have anything we need? Not seeing anything. Blood bank seems to be a retread of the bone zone. So, big hole and the underwater Stargate are that way, but I do believe that's also the direction of a leviathan. So let's not go that way. We need to find the bulb biome, which I for some reason did not mark in my immeasurable wisdom. What are those? Do you think those are anything? There's one right there. Oh no, that's just quartz. That's not a plant at all. Okay. If my memory's correct, which it probably isn't, but if it is, there should be like a bulb zone right there between the Aurora and the Quarantine Island. So let's head that way. Okay, this is what we're looking for. Alright.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
That is a bulb sample, okay. Means all we need is the eye stalk seed, which I have no idea where to get. And logic would dictate if all the others were in separate biomes and the eye stalk is also in a separate biome. But I don't know where that biome would be exactly. A cave-dwelling tuber dotted with luminescent photosensitive eyes. These eyes may be in some way direct the twisted growth of the stems themselves, possibly in reaction to other light sources, proximity of cave walls, or other environmental conditions. How cave are we talking? 'Cause there are caves in the shallows, right? But I don't remember seeing them. It might be some of the deeper caves, in which case we probably want a new sea moth. Apparently picking up the deep shrooms in my aquarium to plant the things that we've been collecting because they were going to decompose has caused me to unlock hydrochloric acid. I don't know why I didn't unlock it earlier, considering we had to have picked up deep shrooms to plant them in our planter, but whatever. Alright, we have some polyaniline, which I remember us wanting for one reason or another. Engine efficiency module would be nice, but probably not necessary now that we have ion batteries. We've only gone down to like 98% in our little bouts. Seamoth perimeter defenses. That would be nice if we're going to be using the Seamoth to go through that cave. Okay. Alright, a bit of base management. I redid the scanner room because it's just getting to be a real pain in the butt finding titanium. I also need to take down the wonderfully decorated bedroom I have in here because we need to make this aquarium another level higher so that I can finally grow that kelp and get it out of there because it's a real pain. Alright, there you go, fish. Maybe I'll just deconstruct this window and put an observatory out here and sleep in that. I need enameled glass for that. Alright, now we have a HUD chip for the scanner room. So I can just pop this into our free scan slot. Yeah, look at that. I was complaining how there was only one item that went in that slot, and there we go. Titanium for days. Although actually, I should probably get the titanium first and then switch it off. I never scanned you? A whole fish. Okay. Literally just wandering around in the caves. next to my base and I discover a new creature. It's a little terrifying if you think about it too much. What do you think exists in your backyard that hasn't been discovered by mainstream science? Well, that's fun. I can't find the vehicle bay anywhere, either out on the water or in any of the storage containers. I didn't check down here. Maybe it's in here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Nope.
Unless constructed with a specific research task in mind, observatories and other glass modules are imprudent for survival purposes.
It's like the game knew what I was doing and didn't want me to do it, which is fair. This looks terrifying. But hey, we've got a new place for our bed, and the critters are much happy now that they've got more room. Should probably put that car up. Been carrying it around for how long now? There you go. Okay, now this is a bizarre one. On the Seamoth, the storage system from the upgrades is there are little, like, nodules that it gives, and each one has an independent inventory from other ones. So there's one over here, and then there's one over here. Isn't that weird? And there's like 4 separate nodules depending on where in the upgrade slots you put it. That is truly bizarre, if I'm gonna be honest. Alright, so our new Seamoth is fully loaded and ready to go. It's got an ion battery cell, it's got 2 storage compartments full of peepers and water. Some of them are cured, some of them are still alive. And we've got a bit of a problem because we've only got a depth module Mark 1 in here because the Seamoth depth module Mark 2 requires magnetite. And the game has this to say about magnetite. Magnetite is an iron oxide valued for its magnetic potential amongst other qualities. It is used in many Federation technologies, including sonar and torpedo systems. Assessment, essential for advanced fabrication. So that doesn't tell me where to get magnetite. And this doesn't tell me where to get magnetite. So if these eye stalks are anywhere under 300 meters, we're gonna just have to go back to the prawn suit, making the entire latter half of this video completely pointless. Subnautica!